Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Welcome to Townsend Field here in Lemoore, North Dakota for game number 2 of the 2025 North Dakota State Class B Babe Ruth Tournament. I'm Chase Miller alongside Grain Grenz. Welcome to our pregame show here today where it's game number 2. The winner will go up against Gwinner as they defeated Burlington just moments ago 4-0. The loser will have a game with Burlington tomorrow in a loser-out contest at 11. The winner will play against Gwinner at 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. It's Park River, the champs, and make their way through District 3, going up against District 7 champs in the Casselton Black Stockings. We'll continue on our pregame show with more after this. We'll hear from the coaches, get to our starting 9, that and more from a partly cloudy, a little muggy, a little windy Lemoore, North Dakota here on this Friday afternoon. It's game number 2 of 4 of the opening round of the State Babe Ruth Tournament.
At Casselton Lumber, they want to be part of every stage of your building project from the ground up. Let them assist with planning your project timeline in a way that's affordable and efficient. Casselton Lumber has everything you need to get the look you love with windows, siding, roofing, and doors. From choosing the right materials to the finishing touches, you can count on the folks at Casselton Lumber. Stop in and talk with the crew today or call 347-4471. That's 347-4471.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions for 2025 and beyond with a drain tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free, detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
As we continue on our pregame show here today, we'll get to our starting lineups here in a moment, brought to you in part by American Crystal Sugar Company, and we'll get to our coaches' conversation as well. But let's recap with our bracket breakdown what happened in game number 1, brought to you in part by Chris Moe, Nodak Insurance Company, your agents with answers in Grand Forks and Nelson County. Get in contact throughout the week with Chris Moe at Nodak Insurance Company. Greg Renz had the call of game number 1. It was a really good quality contest where Harry Newstall, again, 4 innings of work, 9 strikeouts, 2 walks, and 1 hit, and then finishing off 3 for 3 at the plate, Elijah Hansen with a run scored and a run RBI in their 4-0 win over Burlington. Coming up later today at 4 o'clock, it's Botno and Central McLean in the bottom half of the bracket, and then Thompson and Lemoore at 7 o'clock a little bit later on tonight after the opening ceremony to put a bow on day number 1. But Greg, just give us a quick recap for folks that are just joining us and what really impressed you about that Gwinner squad against the Burlington here earlier today.
Gwinner looked really good. Newstall, came out firing strikes right away, like you said, ended the game there, 4 innings of work, and he was just ready to go. I don't know if he had any butterflies. I think he was just like ready. Hey, this is just another game, and let's get it going. And it doesn't matter if it's a state tournament or not. I just want to win this game. I want to pitch strikes, strike out some batters, and get the victory. So
that's exactly what happened in the very first game, and we'll see what happens here in game number 2. We're going to take a quick break, and we come back after this. We're going to hear from the coaches. We'll hear from Will Magnuson of Park River. We'll hear from Coach Kavervig of Casselton. That and more still to come here from Lemoore, North Dakota.
Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Choosing the right bank for your financial needs can be challenging with the many choices available. Dakota Heritage Bank is pleased you're interested in knowing more about what they can do for you. The Dakota Heritage Bank community bank setting is a strong advantage they have over larger, less personal banks. Customers are more than account numbers, they are friends and neighbors. Working together, Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Ground North is a coffee shop and boutique located in the Bank North Mall in Lemoore, North Dakota. You can find a complete outfit at Ground North from sizes to small up to 3XL, ranging from sweaters, a variety of tops, bottoms, activewear, loungewear, and more. Ground North is open weekdays from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. For more information or to check out the latest styles, go online to groundnorthboutique.com. That's groundnorthboutique.com. The friendly staff at Lemoore Drugstore reminds you from prescription requests and OTC medication. You can find it all at Lemoore Drugstore. Download the app and make refilling your prescription requests more convenient. With school just around the corner, let Lemoore Drugstore help you check out your supply list. And don't forget to shop the monthly sale flyer for OTC products, located in the center of Lemoore in the Bank North Mall. For more information, go to LemooreDrugstore.com. That's LemooreDrugstore.com. Good luck to all teams and go Lemoore Babe Ruth.
On our pregame show here today from Towson Field in Lemoore, game number 2 of the State Babe Ruth Baseball Tournament. It's Park River going up against Casselton, 2 quality teams and 2 quality districts here in State Babe Ruth in North Dakota. Join us now from Park River's perspective as the head coach. That's Will Magnuson. Will, just take us through the district tournament that allowed you to get here, and what do you hope to see from your team throughout this weekend here in Lemoore?
Yeah, so we went to our district tournament, and it was, we were the 1 seed. First quarterfinal game, we played Minto, and we played really well and beat them. And the semifinal game, we went up against a good Langdon team, and they threw their ace, and he's a good arm, and we were able to beat them, and then come back in the championship game, and we got down 6-0 right away, and just proud of the boys. They scratched and clawed and chipped away and came back, and we won the first championship game 11-7. So that was good. And as far as the state tournament, just looking for the boys to compete every single pitch, win every pitch, and our goal is to come here and win it. So
talk about your opponent here in Casselton, obviously a quality district as well. You get to see them sometimes throughout the course of the year, but what's going to be a challenge against your opponent here today? Yeah,
I know Casselton's a good team. Sounds like, I guess I haven't seen their lineup, but sounds like ace against ace. So I don't know, just the big key is scoring runs and minimizing them scoring runs. Our ace has to have his best stuff to shut them down, and I think I'm really confident in our bats to put up runs for ourselves. So
let's talk about your pitcher. Just name him again one more time, and just kind of what do you want to see from him on the mound here today attacking the zone?
Jackson Omdahl starting for us today. Just want to see him get up there and compete and do what he does. He's the best pitcher on our team, and for a reason. So just go up there and pound the zone, and he should be fine.
Hey, Will, thanks so much for your time. Best of luck here today and throughout the state tournament.
Thank you.
Again, that's Coach Magnuson here from Park River. We'll continue after this from Lemoore.
At Polar Communications, we're more than just a local business. We're part of the community we serve. We deliver essential communication services, create jobs, provide scholarships and grants, and support initiatives that make our home a better place to live. Our success isn't just about amazing technology, it's about incredible people. Our roots are here in the heartland, and our commitment is unwavering, because we believe that a better experience starts with the community we love.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
As we come back here on our pregame show, this interview brought to you in part by Dakota Heritage Bank. It's Casselton Park River, Game 2 of the opening day of the State Babe Ruth Tournament. Join us, the head coach here for Casselton Black Stockings is Max Covervig. Max, let's just recap a gutty district tournament. Obviously, to get to Lemoore, just what did you see from your kids there in Casselton hosting the districts to find your way and get to a state tournament here this season?
I mean, again, I've shouted out Nick Eggman so many times this year, and their crew was their state level. I told them after the game it sucks that we're in the same district, but somebody's going to have to win it and somebody's going to have to lose it. We went into the tournament knowing that we have a great shot with our arms. We got a great rotation and a great bullpen. We knew that we had to play like champions throughout the entire tournament, and we lost a game, and it would have been really easy for our guys to get down in the dumps and play that if necessary game. But man, we bounced back great. Our guys, I got to shout them out, they're dogs. They love to play baseball. There was no nerves going into that if necessary game. It felt like a regular season game, and it showed.
As you get ready for this one, number one, what do you want to see from your guys here this week and throughout the weekend? And number two, what do you want? What's a matchup against a very quality opponent in Park River? What do you think you're going to see from them here, Max?
I just talking to Magnuson, we knew we were going to see one of their top two guys. We're throwing our top guy against them. I think it's going to be a pitcher's duel. I hope it's not. I hope we get on the sticks right away. But what I want to see from our guys is a clean approach. We can't go down looking anymore. Did that a little too much against Eli Mack. Still gutted that win out. But I want to see us playing clean baseball, playing Casselton Black Stockings baseball, really.
When you take a look at your number one with Carver, just what do you want to see from him today on the mound?
Filling up the zone, trusting his defense. We've talked to him multiple times throughout the year. He does not have to strike out guys 21 times to win a baseball game. I would say we have one of the best defenses in the state right now. It's just going to be about trusting his guys to make a play for him and just filling up the zone, really.
Max, good to see you. Best of luck here today throughout the rest of the tournament as well.
Yep, thank you.
And again, Coach Kobervig with us here for Casselton. We'll continue on the pregame after this.
Lamore Hardware carries your everyday items for plumbing, electrical, automotive, and more. Check out their latest selection of Milwaukee tools from the M18 8-amp Forge battery on sale, $50 off, or buy a 2-pack 6-amp high-out battery and receive a M18 inflator or grease gun for free while supplies last. Plus, browse their sweet pickings section. You'll see brand new furniture and decor. Lamore Hardware is your community one-stop shop. For more information, go to lamorehardware.com. That's lamorehardware.com. Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. Three, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
Partnership is a way of life here in the Northland. It's about pitching in to help our neighbors, making lending decisions locally, honoring long-term commitments to farmers, Main Street businesses, teams, schools, and rural communities. We're more than just a bank. We're a community partner, working constantly and diligently to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. Bank North, always true.
Halstead Telephone Company delivers fast broadband internet, telephone, and cable TV to residents in this region, including Halstead, Shelley, Neilsville, Climax, Fisher, Bigland, Gentilly in Minnesota, and Hillsborough, Caledonia, Gardner, and Argosville, North Dakota. Serving the area residents since 1904, Halstead Telephone continues to create a bright future for this region using 100% fiber optic technology. Service plans offer flexibility and choices, and there's local support personnel ready to help. Contact Halstead Telephone Company today.
This is Chris from Agassiz Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. How did your planting season go this year? Are you looking to make improvements for next year instead of breaking the bank on a whole new planter? Get the best price of the year on upgrades for your planter from Agassiz Precision Ag this summer. Get $50 back per roll per product for some of our best-selling solutions. Make the precision decision for your planter this summer. Give us a call at 701-636-2119 or visit planterdoc.com for more information.
Interviews today here on yourliveevent.com, brought to you in part by Dakota Heritage Bank, sharing their heritage and their future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. Go to dhb.bank. That again is dhb.bank. Chase Miller alongside Greg Grenz with you from Towson Field here in Lemoore, North Dakota, as we get you ready for our first pitch here in a few moments. Let's take a look at what the current temperature and weather conditions look like. Mostly overcast, sunny skies throughout the majority of the day. If you're going to hit one in the air to right, look out because there is a wall that's called wind in right field that has batted the ball down a couple of times, particularly in game number 1. Made for some interesting, even lazy fly balls into right field. So center to left center is where you're really going to want to hit one on the line and then just kind of play it from there. 310 down left field line, 350 to straightaway center, 305 down the right field line with the travel in the distance. And currently, again, sunny skies making its way through, 80 degrees, wind about from 15 miles per hour, but obviously gusts more than that throughout the course of today. And a little sticky here in Lemoore as well, but that is what August and late July baseball is all about. Greg, biggest thing from game number 1, if you were scouting it, if you were a coach, what would you be message or what would your keys to the game be here, whether it's your will for Park River or Max for, Casselton as a head coach? What are you telling your guys one more time before you get ready here for the starting lineups?
Well, I think, you just, it's state tournament. You just got to have the game-by-game mentality. I mean, you can't think ahead very far. You don't want to think, next day, a couple days. You just got to take this, tell them, hey, it's just another game. And we're going to come out, we're going to play our ball however they play. And, you just got to get your players relaxed. And state tournaments, there's little butterflies. So, yeah, you just got to get them relaxed, and hopefully they're playing their best when they come out on the field. So
when we come back after this, we'll get to our starting lineups. Actually, why don't we get to our starting lineups right now, right on cue with Mr. Greg Peterson with the public address announcer, as our starting lineups are brought to you in part by American Crystal Sugar Company. Live the sweet life with great careers, quality products, grower-owned. Go to crystalsugar.com. For Park River, they lost the coin toss, so they will be the visitors on the scoreboard here today. They'll go like this. Owen Brown, a leadoff second baseman. Connor Bernhoff, the shortstop, will be batting third. Jackson Omdahl, the pitcher, will be batting third. Bernhoff second, that is, and Brown will be batting leadoff. Keegan Berg, the cleanup batter, the third baseman, with Ben Schatz, the first baseman, batting fifth. Colton Gravelin, the catcher, will be batting sixth here today. Then it's going to be Evan Skibitsky, the designated hitter, batting seventh. Luke Beneda, the right fielder, batting eighth. Then it's from there, Mr. Carson, the center fielder, batting ninth, with Eli Beneda, his cousin, in left field today. So Brown, Bernhoff, Omdahl, Berg, Schatz, Gravelin, Skibitsky with Beneda, Carson, and Beneda. Taking a look at the bat boy here today is Ryder Carlson. Coaches are Brent Zimmerman, and the head coach is Will Magnuson here for Park River. That is our starting lineups, brought to you in part by American Crystal Sugar Company. Live the sweet life with great careers, quality products, grower-owned. Go to crystalsugar.com. As we get you ready now for the Casselton Blackstockings starting lineup, they will be the home team here today. Park River, the champs out of District 3. Casselton, the champs out of District 7. As we get you ready for the starting lineups here today for the Casselton Blackstockings, as they will go through some of their non-starters to begin things off and then get into their starting 9 after that. But for us, let's get to our starting 9 here right off the bat. Here at Towson Field in Lemoore, you have Parker Wixo, the right fielder, will be batting leadoff. Jonah Tholkus, the second, will be batting second at catcher. From there, you have Carver Kozowski, the pitcher, batting third. Jackson Deutsch, the center fielder, he'll be in the cleanup spot. Mr. Stahl will be at first base, batting fifth, with Kellen Cruchet, the third baseman, batting sixth. Cole Boer will be batting seventh, the second baseman. From there, you have Mr. Hagnes here today for the Casselton Blackstockings, as that's Hunter Hagnes batting eighth. And then you have Andrew Zemer, the shortstop. He'll be batting ninth today here for Casselton. So one more time, the starting 9 of Wixel, Tholkus, Kozowski, Deutsch, Stahl, Cruchet, Boer, Hagnes, and Zemer, as the coaches here. And this one are Alex Everson, and alongside with Max Kovervig. That is our starting lineups, brought to you in part by American Crystal Sugar Company for both Park River and alongside Casselton. I'm Chase Miller alongside Greg Grins. We come back after this. It is the opening pitch here from Lemoore for game number 2 of the opening State Babe Ruth tournament.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated. So you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career, doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
Say goodbye to discomfort and say hello to reaching your full potential. At Apex Physical Therapy and Wellness, our diverse team of experts has your back in any phase of life. From the warm, friendly greeting to connecting with your therapist, Apex Physical Therapy and Wellness is the backbone of your health. High-quality care with a personal touch. Apex Physical Therapy and Wellness.
As we come back here on YourLiveEvent.com, as we get you ready for our first pitch, I'm Chase Miller alongside Greg Grenz. As the umpiring crew here today, up the third base line will be Brady Thielges. Dan Haugen will be at first base, and Mr. Greenike Clayton will be calling balls and strikes here for game number 2. Casselton black stockings, their black tops, their white bottoms with white numerals, while on the opposite side for Park River, they'll be in their gold tops here today with white pants, little black trim and black numerals and lettering across the front here. Reminder, we'll have all the action today through potentially Tuesday here in Lemoore if we do get to championship game number 2, and pending what Mother Nature has in store over the next couple of days as well. Also a reminder for both the Park River side and Casselton side, will be in your communities here next week. Casselton hosting the State A Legion Baseball Tournament beginning on Thursday. Cap Perkins coming into town, going to do a little singing, have a little concert at the Vets Club, also sing, I think it's either God Bless America coming up, and then in Park River on August the 1st will be the State B Legion Tournament in Park River. As we get to our opening pitch, brought to you in part by Bank North here, go to banknorth.bank right on time. 1:29 is the first pitch, and this one will miss for a ball here against Owen Brown. For more information, go to banknorth.bank. That's banknorth.bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender at Bank North. This one will miss as well low. It's now 2-0 to Owen Brown. Second baseman, nice crowd in attendance here for game number 1, and a nice crowd here on game number 2 as well. A couple teams on the eastern side of the state. 2-0 pitch, missing just low at the knee. Owen Brown not chasing early against Carver Kozowski.
Kozowski's got a fire strike here.
A 3-0 pitch going to be in there for a strike, right on cue to Mr. Grenz. They're at now 3-1. Hangness in left field with Deutsch in center. Wickso again in right. We'll get to the infield after the 3-1 offering to Brown. Righty-righty matchup. Swing and a miss. It's now 3-2. Full count brought to you in part by Chris Moan with Nodak Insurance Company. Get in touch with Chris Moan today. Payoff pitch popped up, playable, as this one will go down the line, and that'll be a foul ball. As Crochet's at third, Zemer's at short, Boer at second, Stahl is at first base, Locust behind the plate, and Carver Kozowski on the mound, falling behind 3-0. Now has worked the count full here to 3-2. Another payoff pitch, fouled again, and Owen Brown so far having a nice at-bat. This will be pitch number 8 upcoming, Greg, on the scoreboard. As we see Carver Kozowski with the 3-2 offering. One more time. Likes this sign. 3-2 is going to be hit. Sinai single to left. Owen Brown wins that battle. Leadoff batter aboard here for Park River. And Park River, the Pirates, get a runner to start things off at first base.
Nice job by Brown there. It's 9-pitch at bat and got one couple of foul balls and got a single in at first. So
you would love a 9-pitch at bat every time. You kind of work the part of the pitchers here a little bit out early on, as now Connor Bernhoft will come up to the plate, takes a strike. The starting shortstop 0-1 as Stahl holds the runner Brown at first base. Takes his lead here. There's the pick. That'll be back, as it's now going to be 0-1 on the way. As the righty Kozowski looks back over. Here's the 0-1. Off-speed foul tips into the glove and off the backstop there of Tholkus is now 0-2.
I think it's important for Park River to come out early here because Casselton, they knocked off the defending state champs. So
talked about Coach Kovrig, said he gives a lot of respect to that Kindred program. Felt like they were a quality state tournament level opponent as well. 0-2, here's the whip throw back to first base. Slide back in easily. There was Brown. Tholkus just trying to keep the runner close at first. It's now 1-2. Valley City, Kindred, Casselton. Casselton's younger Babe Ruth team was making some noise there in Casselton. This one going to be just outside the zone, now 2-2. So top two batters so far. That's to be the 13th pitch here upcoming. 45 pitches. You can pitch tomorrow. Anything over that, you need at least a day rest. Gives him the old heater. Kozowski with a strikeout. There's one down after Bernhoff is retired.
Nice pitch there by Kozowski.
Yeah, Jackson Omdahl here, pitcher versus pitcher. Always wonder again, are you going to put your stud out in game number 1? Maybe save him for game number 2. This one will be in there for a strike at 0-1. Both coaches before the game said, not sure what their lineup card obviously is at this point, but both kind of said we're probably going to get their number 1 or 1A here today in Lemoore. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Off speed at the letters onto the zone. It's now 1-1. Winner of this game has a date with Gwinner tomorrow at 4 o'clock here at Lemoore. In the winner's bracket, loser has a back-to-the-wall game at 11 o'clock in the morning against Burlington. This one is hit on a rope. That goes to right field. The right fielder, Wixo, comes in. And that's a nice hit ball the opposite way by Omdahl. A pair of singles here for Park River as they have runners at first and second.
Nice rip, opposite field, right field there for Omdahl. Now 2 on, 1 down.
As we'll see Keegan Berg here, the cleanup batter, third baseman up to the plate. Usually Casselton would love a opportunity as our first hit of the game upcoming. We'll get to our sponsor for that, brought to you in part by First Healthcare Center here in a moment. As this one misses the zone. First hit of the game, First Care Health Center offers physical, occupational, and speech therapy for all ages in Park River. Schedule an appointment today. Call 701-284-7500. That's 284-7500. Schedule an appointment today with First Care Health Center here for you all day, every day, all year in Park River. So a couple of singles so far. 2-0 is the count here to Keegan Berg as Kozowski falls behind in the count. Taking his lead off a second is Brown. The 2-0 pitch taken all the way for a strike. It's 2-1. Omdahl stands at first. Here's the 2-1 offering. Hit. That's going to be right back to the right-handed side of Wixo, trying to play it. Runners in around third. Here comes Brown. The relay throw is over the catcher, Tholkus. That'll allow the secondary runner in Berg to get to second base. It'll be a single with an error. Coming in to score will be Brown. Omdahl goes first to third. Then the relay from Wixo into the infield goes over Tholkus. That'll allow Berg to take second base. And now you'll have a 1-0 lead with runners at second and third and just one out.
Casselton can't get too rocked here in the first inning.
This is going to be jammed, popped up, as this one will go to left field. Hangness will come in. Lead runner is going to tag here. The throw hits the cutoff man. The relay in time. Yes, sir! Crochet to Tholkus. And what a big twin killing as Ben Schatz goes for the first ball of the at-bat. Goes to Hangness, who finds Crochet. 7-5-2 on the double play, and that could be a potential play of the game. One run comes across on 3 hits. No errors with a runner left on base. An entertaining half inning on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Park River 1, Casselton coming to the plate.
Benedict Benedictine Living Community in Lemoore has job openings for the following positions: CNAs, LPNs, Weekend Warrior RN, and a Culinary Services Supervisor. All positions receive a sign-on bonus. To apply or receive more information, scan the QR code now on screen or call 701-883-5363. That's 701-883-5363 for job opportunities at Benedictine Living Community in Lemoore. At Casselton Lumber, they want to be part of every stage of your building project from the ground up. Let them assist with planning your project timeline in a way that's affordable and efficient. Casselton Lumber has everything you need to get the look you love with windows, siding, roofing, and doors. From choosing the right materials to the finishing touches, you can count on the folks at Casselton Lumber. Stop in and talk with the crew today or call 347-4471. That's 347-4471.
A double play brought to you in part by Bank North. Go to banknorth.bank. They've been a trusted financial partner for generations, helping customers and communities build, grow, and prosper. To see what values-based banking can do for you, go to banknorth.bank. And again, it's banknorth.bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Saw one double play in the first game. That was a large one, Greg, to get out of the half inning right there, because Park River was knocking on the door for a 2, maybe 3-run inning. Instead, you get one and allowed yourself to recollect yourself. You're coming to the plate.
Yeah, Casselton, showing their experience there and good athletes and getting out of what could have been a potentially dangerous top of the first inning. So held on just the one run and see what they do here in the home half of the first.
As Parker Wixell will be batting leadoff with Jonah Tholkus batting second and Carver Kozowski, again, your top third in the lineup. Eli Beneda in left field. From there, you got Carlson in straightaway center here today for Park River with Luke Beneda in right. Shots at first, Brown at second, Bernhoff at short with Berg at third, Gravelin behind the plate, and then Jackson Omdahl will be on the mound here today for Park River. Wixell, the righty against the righty here in Omdahl, first time through for Casselton. And the pitch, they'll be in there for a strike. It's 0-1. 21 pitches in that first inning for Kozowski. No balls and a strike here on the way. This would be hit on the ground. Tough play for Brown underneath his glove. You can't fault the effort. Brown had to go a very long way, Greg, as that one just kind of had a CNI single right off the bat there for Wixell.
Yeah, it was a good attempt by Brown. Had to go to his left, but just couldn't quite get the glove down enough, and it went in to right field. So
leadoff single on the way here for Central Cass, and just like Park River, get a runner on early here to begin things off against Omdahl, who has to go into his stretch in his third pitch of the contest, not a focus. Shots holding the runner on, stays put. And this one, first pitch swing, it's now 0-1. Something Coach Kovacic said in the pregame show. I want to have the at-bats be aggressive early. Don't want to really work the count too much. If there's something to like, take a swing at it. And that's what we've seen 3 pitches in so far here for this Casselton lineup. 0-1 pitch upcoming here from Omdahl. Off speed, good location, swung and a miss. Now it's 0-2 to Tholkus. Well, we said in our first game, you win today, it kind of sets you up for what the rest of the tournament will have to offer. I think tomorrow is moving day, and for one of these two teams, tomorrow could be your last day of the tournament if you do have a loss, as it will be for 3 other teams. The 0-2, swing and a miss. This one in the glove of Gravelin. A couple of big breaking balls there by Omdahl, and there's one down.
Yeah, nice pitch. Nice job by Omdahl after the leadoff runner at first. So way to settle in, get that next out.
As you'll see, the batter up to the plate here in Carver Kozowski, the opposite pitcher, as Wixell takes his lead off of first. Park River, the Pirates for Babe Ruth. Casselton, the Blackstockings. Here in Lemoore, as this one is a strike, it's now 0-1. 310 down the line, 350 to straightaway center. If there's some room to run, it would be in left center as it jets out a little bit more. Then 305 down the right field line. Omdahl with the 0-1 pitch upcoming here to Kozowski. Park River with an early lead. Runner's going to break to second. Here's the throw. Sliding in, and this one's going to get past the second baseman, but covered nicely by Carlson. That's a stolen base, brought to you in part by our friends over at SNT Quick Stop with the stolen base as Wixo gets into scoring position. S&T Quick Stop, your local go-to spot for groceries, deli, favorite snacks, and more in Thompson, North Dakota. So now a runner in scoring position with the 0-2 pitch upcoming to Kozowski. Strike three looking. So far, I think Amdahl really likes that big bender, Greg. Second strikeout, back-to-back, 2 down.
Yeah, that's a nice pitch by Amdahl. It's runner at second and not rattled by that, so nice pitch.
So we got Jackson Deutsch now to the plate, the cleanup batter, and the center fielder here for Casselton. As you'll see the righty and Amdahl look back to runner at second. This is going to be hit on a line, but down the left field line. That's a foul ball brought to you in part by Lamore Hardware. In contact with Ryan Even, the gang at Lamore Hardware. For more information, go to lamorehardware.com to see what kind of offers from plumbing, electrical, automotive, and more that they have in store. Pick play, not so much a daylight play, but maybe trying to keep Wixo a little bit closer to second base because he'll be off and running with 2 outs, anything that's swung on and hit in the field. There's the 0-1 to Deutsch. So far, that breaking ball, Greg, has been knee or lower to most of these batters.
Yeah, Amdahl's looking pretty good here in the bottom of the first right now.
Pitch number 11 of the inning upcoming here for Jackson. Amdahl with the pitch, swing and a miss, and he strikes out the side. No runs ahead, no errors with a runner left. We played an inning today on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. It's Park River 1, Casselton scoreless as we head to the second.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions for 2025 and beyond with a drain tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free, detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Chase Miller and Greg Grenz with you here from Towson Field, broadcasting today here in Lemoore, North Dakota. Mostly sunny skies throughout the course of this one. Temperature in the 80s as 6, 7, and 8 batters due up here for Park River. Osby pitch on the way. Kozowski against Colton Gravelin delivers a strike. It's 0-1. Skabitsky and Luke Beneda coming up here for Park River. There's the 0-1 offering. Strike number 2. It's now 0-2.
Yeah, I want to send a shout out to everybody here in Lemoore, including our tournament manager, Greg Peterson, for their hospitality and putting on a great tournament so far.
0-2 pitch, going to jam him. This one will go deep in the hole. Zemer backhands it, fires across, not in time. It did come off his glove. We'll see what the official ruling will be, if it's an infield hit or if they do commit the error on the play. Regardless, Park River back-to-back innings gets their leadoff runner aboard here as we get you the first error of the game. That'll be an E6 by Zemer. Even on a clean play on that still would have been very, very close at first base. But Zemer would say, that's one he's got to have. Runners in a break for second. Here's the throw by Tholkus. He is out.
Boy. I got him out. Nice throw down. No slide at all.
So caught stealing. I think the runner there in Gravelin probably thought that ball wasn't going to get there or maybe go over Boer's head, but Boer came down with it. And because he didn't slide, pretty much tagged him with about a foot left to get to second base, Greg. As this one's going to be popped up, and that'll go out of play on a Lamore Hardware foul ball. But that's a tough one if you're Will Magnuson, the head coach for Park River, not sliding, and you get another out on the base pass here for Park River. As this one misses. For those of you that are just joining us, Park River was threatening for more than one run in the first inning. A double play on a fly ball to Hagnes and left hit Crochet, and then went to Tholkus, and they got a twin killing to finish off the first. So they've already had 2 of their 5 outs after strike 3 by Skavitsky here. 2 of their 5 outs, Greg, have been runners outs on the plate and also at second base so far. 2 down on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Luke Beneda takes an opening strike, so Trevor Kozowski getting ahead on all 3 batters here for Park River in inning number 2. The 0-1. Off speed, got him out in front now, 0-2. Well, the curveball is in play for Hamdahl and Kozowski so far here this Friday afternoon. Here's the 0-2 pitch. That'll miss. It's now 1-2.
Oh, just missing there from Amdahl.
The 1-2 offering on the way. Did he go through the zone? They'll appeal, check. I'll say no, he didn't. Now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Carlson due up next. Beneda, strike 3, looking to retire the side. There were no runs, no hits, 1 error, and nobody left on base. Inning and a half on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Park River 1, Casselton scoreless as we head to the bottom half of the frame.
Our heritage, sharing our future. Choosing the right bank for your financial needs can be challenging with the many choices available. Dakota Heritage Bank is pleased you're interested in knowing more about what they can do for you. The Dakota Heritage Bank community bank setting is a strong advantage they have over larger, less personal banks. Customers are more than account numbers, they are friends and neighbors. Working together, Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Broadcasting Dave here from the broadcast booth, brought to you in part by Ground North Coffee and Boutique in Lemoore, North Dakota. Go to Ground North Boutique to check out high-quality, affordable fashion, or stop in for some different tea and coffee brew options if you're making your way down to Lemoore for the State Babe Ruth Baseball Tournament. Located in the Bank North Mall, just a few blocks away. You can walk from there, as Greg and I see it here from Towson Field. Again, that's the broadcasting from the Ground North Coffee and Boutique broadcast booth here in the State Babe Ruth Tournament. Stahl, Crochet, and Boer, 5, 6, and 7 batters due up. Jackson Amdahl, what impressed you most about his first inning performance there, Gray, giving up a single, but then struck out the rest?
Settled right back in, and yeah, it's impressive. Getting the next batters and retiring them and not letting them get rattled at all. So good job there.
Watch the entirety of the State Babe Ruth Tournament here on yourliveevent.com this weekend into the week. Stahl will be coming up to the plate. Stahl takes one out of the zone. Something we didn't say too much by Amdahl either, as he's just at 12 pitches so far. In comparison, Kozowski's at 34. Here's the 1-0. I don't miss slow. It's now 2-0. 13, 14, and 15-year-olds here for State Babe Ruth. That is the age of players that are allowed to compete throughout the course of the season. 2-0. Got him on the inside on the swing. It's now 2-1.
Nice cut by Stahl. Just couldn't make contact.
Casselton defeating last year's state champs Kindred as they went to championship game number 2 in their district tournament. There's a swing back to the backstop. Now 2-2 on the opposite side. Park River defeated Langdon twice and eventually won 11-7 in their championship to make it to Lemoore. 2-2. This one's going to be hit. That's going to go to the shortstop. Glove there nicely by Bernhoff. Throws an absolutely beautiful baseball across the shots. He couldn't have thrown it any better. 6-3 on the put-up.
Yeah, nice job there. Nice play. Get the out.
In sports, particularly in baseball and softball, sometimes you might put your best athletes at short. That's what we hear from coaches. Might be behind the plate, center. Always want to be good up the middle. That's the typical part of baseball. And right there, Bernhoff showing you why. Now it's to Crochet. As Crochet will take one low. It's now 1-0. And Babe Ruth, here's what you have for your pitching throughout the course of the tournament. 1-0 pitch is going to be laced right to the second baseman for the out. Brown didn't have to move much, about a step to the right. Good swing by Crochet just right at a batter, and there's 2 down.
Yeah, it was a nice rip, but Brown made a nice play. So
0 to 45 pitches. You can come back and pitch the same later on in the tournament without 0 days rest. 46 to 75 is a 1 day, and 95 to 76 is 2 days. You get 95 per game to throw 135 pitches in the tournament. You can pitch in the same day, as that could potentially happen as Cole Boer takes a strike. As for example, you get to Sunday, you might have to play twice potentially, or a little bit later on Monday. You can pitch twice in the same day, but you can't pitch 3 times. This one also a strike. It's now 0-2. Amdahl looking very comfortable on the mound. 20 pitches so far for 2 outs. Here's the 0-2 offering. Swing and a miss, and Amdahl gets his 4th strikeout of the afternoon. A 3-up, 3-down second. 2 complete on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. It's still 1-love in favor of Park River.
North is a coffee shop and boutique located in the Bank North Mall in Lemoore, North Dakota. You can find a complete outfit at Ground North from sizes to small up to 3XL, ranging from sweaters, a variety of tops, bottoms, activewear, loungewear, and more. Ground North is open weekdays from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. For more information or to check out the latest styles, go online to groundnorthboutique.com. That's groundnorthboutique.com. The friendly staff at Lemoore Drugstore reminds you from prescription requests and OTC medication. You can find it all at Lemoore Drugstore. Download the app and make refilling your prescription requests more convenient. With school just around the corner, let Lemoore Drugstore help you check off your supply list. And don't forget to shop the monthly sale flyer for OTC products, located in the center of Lemoore in the Bank North Mall. For more information, go to LemooreDrugstore.com. That's LemooreDrugstore.com. Good luck to all teams and go Lemoore Babe Ruth.
Sharing their heritage and their future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. Go to dhb.bank. It's Park River 1, Casselton scoreless on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Wyatt Carlson takes a strike, then it's Brown and Bernhoff due up here in the top half of the 3rd inning. While Carver Kozowski goes a little off speed, it's now 0-2.
Carlson, number 9, batter here.
The 0-2 pitch upcoming. Got him. Swing and a miss. There's strikeout on the way here for Kozowski, and there's 1 down here in the 3rd. Second time through the lineup here for Park River against Kozowski. This one's going to be a slow grounder. Tough of play. The third baseman comes across Cruchet. Oh, he makes it look smooth. Cruchet right in front of Zemer allowed the momentum to come across there, Greg, and throw an absolute bullet to Stahl at first.
Yeah, it was a nice play there, going to his left, and yeah, it's a good play over at first by Stahl, and 2 down now.
As Cruchet, again, the third baseman going across to first to Stahl for that one, and even if Zemer makes that backhanded play, I'm not sure if he would have done any better than Cruchet there at third, as this one will be off speed in there for a strike. And Carver Kozowski starting to find his rhythm right now as he's retired the last 4 batters in a row. 2 down quickly here in the top of the 3rd inning.
So far, both pitchers doing well here in the first game of the Babe Ruth tournament, or second game, but their first game of the tournament. So
to your point, Greg, is this one will be swinging a miss, 0-2. Very similar kind of to our first game, where, you didn't get a lot of base runners necessarily on, didn't see a lot of runners in scoring position, and a 4-0 win for Gwinner over Burlington. This one has the makings of a very similar contest. 0-2, and good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Kozowski able to strike out 2 here in the 3rd. It's a 3-up, 3-down 3rd as we make our way to the top half, and now the bottom half of the inning. It's 1-0 Park River here as we head to the bottom of the 3rd.
At Polar Communications, we're more than just a local business. We're part of the community we serve. We deliver essential communication services, create jobs, provide scholarships and grants, and support initiatives that make our home a better place to live. Our success isn't just about amazing technology. It's about incredible people. Our roots are here in the heartland, and our commitment is unwavering because we believe that a better experience starts with the community we love.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
Make sure you patronize our sponsors who are allowing us to bring you state Babe Ruth baseball here on yourliveevent.com. And won't be too long before we talk about high school sports. August the 22nd is when we'll be back in the swing of things when it comes to high school football. August 26th when it comes to high school volleyball. Not going to be too long, Greg, before we talk about school is back in session for these area kids.
Yeah, less than a month in Carrington. I think it starts the 19th. I think New Rockford's the 20th in my area. So I'm sure other schools are starting right around there. So, yeah, it's coming up quick.
Yeah, here a handful of them talk about that there is a different variations of kind of how you start. Seems like most school districts have the start. There is 5 strikeouts for Kozowski, but it seems like most school districts like a 3-day, 2-day, 4-day week don't want to necessarily bring everybody back in. As there's a rope down the right field line, but that'll go foul by about 10 feet. Foul ball brought to you in part by Lemoore Hardware. Check out Ryan Even, the crew at Lemoore Hardware today in Lemoore, your community one-stop shop for plumbing, electrical, automotive, and more. I think that's kind of nice all the way around for the students, the administrators, the parents involved, right? Get 2-3 days, kind of an appetizer, get back into school. And then after that, you got Labor Day weekend, so you got a short week anyway. As this one misses outside. 3 for Casselton will be their 8, 9, and 1 batters. Hingnes, Zemer, and then Wick. So due up here is the 1-ball-1-strike offering from Omdahl. Makes it now 1-2.
Yeah, my daughter is going to be in golf this year. She's going to be a 7th grader, and that practice starts August 4th.
All right. Hole in one this year, right?
There we go.
Here's the 1-2 pitch on the way for Omdahl. Thought about it, but did not go through the zone. There did Hagnes. It's a strike 3 looking back-to-back case for Omdahl. He struck out 3 in the first, 1 in the second. He's got 5 so far to match Kozowski here in the game. As we head to the 9th batter and the final one here for Casselton in the lineup to see Omdahl will be the lefty of Zemer who takes a strike. It's now 0-1. The first game we were wondering as Gwinner got the second run of the game midway through the innings, would 2 be enough? I think that's the similar question here for Park River. Got an early lead for Omdahl, who is wheeling 27 pitches so far for 7 outs. Here's the 0-2. Check swing. That would have been a Baltimore chop if that would have been played in fair territory. Instead, we'll have it just be a quick little foul ball. Allow everybody to recollect themselves here in Lemoore. Still got 2 more games today. About 2 hours from now, we'll get to Botno and Central McLean, then the nightcap. As we have the 0-2 pitch. Nice job by Zemer not going after that one. It's now 1-2.
Zemer, good eye on that one, holding back.
Zemer and Omdahl, the battle right now. There's another foul ball. Misses the electrical pole. Those will make it 1-2.
Got lights here at Townsend Field.
So we'll see those a little bit later on. Hey, if you're going to be in the Lemoore area later tonight, fireworks show after the opening day, Greg. So you and I get a free fireworks show. That's a good thing. 1-2. That'll miss low. 2-2. Speaking of fireworks, we got 2 really good pitchers. 10 strikeouts so far between the 2 combined. 2 balls, 2 strikes. We haven't had a 3-ball count yet to Omdahl, and right now Zemer just continues to work as fell behind. Got a couple of foul balls. This would be the 7th pitch of the at-bat upcoming. The longest battle here against Omdahl for a Casselton batter comes to the number 9 hitter in Zemer. 2-2. There's a chop up the third base line, but if it would have hit the dirt, might have been interesting, but it kind of hit the little bit of the fringe there with the grass, Greg, and immediately went foul.
Yep. Yeah, turf to the grass, so.
Kind of like your daughter, got to learn how to chip and use it around the fringe a little bit more coming up here this fall. Here's the 2-2. Good eye, and we have our first full count brought to you in part by Chris Moe, Nodak Insurance Agency, in our first 3-ball count here for a Casselton batter against Amdahl. Oh, this has been a good battle. Who's going to win? Amdahl, the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Throughout the curveball, Zemer will be the 6th strikeout here of Amdahl. 9 batters, he struck out 6 the first time through.
Boy, he's comfortable on the mound, firing strikes. That's what you want as a coach and as a team.
As Wixel will try to get a little 2-out rally brewing here. Single and a stolen base, the lone batter here for Casselton to reach base against Amdahl so far on this Friday. Amdahl, the righty-righty matchup. First pitch swinging fly ball. Who's going to call for it? Schatz and Brown is there, and Schatz playing the wind. 1 pitch and 1 down here for Wixel. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. We played 3 today on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. It's still a 1-0 lead for Park River.
Lamore Hardware carries your everyday items for plumbing, electrical, automotive, and more. Check out their latest selection of Milwaukee tools from the M18 8-amp Forge battery on sale, $50 off, or buy a 2-pack 6-amp high-out battery and receive a M18 inflator or grease gun for free while supplies last. Plus, browse their sweet pickings section. You'll see brand new furniture and decor. Lamore Hardware is your community one-stop shop. For more information, go to lamorehardware.com. That's lamorehardware.com.
Our lineup coming up here for Park River. Jackson Amdahl, Keegan Berg, and Ben Schatz do up here for Park River as we get a bracket breakdown brought to you in part by Chris Moe, Nodak Insurance Agency. Earlier today, Gwinner defeated Burlington 4-0, thanks in part to a Harry Newstill 4-inning performance of 9 strikeouts, 2 walks, and a hit. Elijah Hansen went 3 for 3 with a run scored and a run driven in Gwinner's 4-0 win over Burlington. Later today, Botno and Centra McLean at 4 o'clock. That's the District 2 champ against the District 5 champ. And then Thompson, the District 4 champ, will go up against Lemoore, the host team, here later tonight after the opening ceremony. 7 o'clock is the scheduled first pitch. That's a bracket breakdown brought to you in part by Chris Moe, Nodak Insurance Agency. Carver Kozowski will come on here as Jackson Amdahl 1 for 1 today with a single. Pitch number 42 upcoming for Kozowski. Delivers a strike. It's now 1-1. After that first inning there, Greg, we've seen Kozowski kind of shape into form after 3 singles by Park River. And this one could be number 4, but the center fielder in Deutsch, good spot. Little line drive out. Amdahl's barreled 2 of them up today, 1 for a single and 1 for an out.
Yeah, Amdahl made contact, but pretty much right at Deutsch. He just had to come in a little bit and make the play.
As Keegan Berg with a single and a run driven in so far here today. That's been the difference, and it plated Owen Brown. Park River kind of ambushed almost Kozowski a little bit early. 4 batters up, 3 singles. Got a runner in. This one, a little check swing that goes to third baseman. Cruchet in on the grass, has time to collect himself. A very smart play there by the third baseman, Greg. Didn't rush it, able to collect himself in the grass and throw a bullet over to Stahl.
Yeah, nice job there. And Shea doing a nice job over there. A couple nice plays today.
Game that started back at 1:29. This is humming along. Shouldn't say that, the announcers jinx, but, so far just about 35 minutes, young or old, however you look at it. As now it goes to Ben Schatz, who went into that double play to finish the first inning, which quite frankly could be our play of the game as it stands right now. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Miss Lono 2-0. Hit a fly ball to Hagnes. They had the lead runner in Amdahl tag. And then Hagnes hit the relay man Cruchet, who gave it to Tholkis to get the double play. That's a little 3-hopper. Goes to Boer at second. Nice 3-up, 3-down inning. As it's been now 3, 6, 8 straight retired for Carver Kozowski here on the mound for the Central Cass Squirrels. Another 3-up, 3-down inning as we head to the bottom of the 4th. It's still 1-love in favor of Park River.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the 3-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. 3, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
Partnership is a way of life here in the Northland. It's about pitching in to help our neighbors, making lending decisions locally, honoring long-term commitments to farmers, Main Street businesses, teams, schools, and rural communities. We're more than just a bank. We're a community partner, working constantly and diligently to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. Bank North, always true.
I'd like to also thank Bank North, our first pitch and double play sponsor as well. Chase Miller and Greg Grenz with you here in Lemoore, North Dakota. It has been a gorgeous day for baseball. Second game, still got 2 more to go. For tomorrow, same time, same place, 11 o'clock for the first game. Loser of this will play Burlington at 11. The winner will play Gwinner at 4 in the winner's side of the bracket. And then after that starts getting down there where after tomorrow, 2 teams will get eliminated. We'll have 6 remaining. Then after Monday, we'll go from 6 down to 4 and so forth until we have 2 left standing for the championship a little bit later on July the 29th, and also, if needed, July the 30th for championship number 2. Speaking of number 2, the number 2 batter, Jonah Tholkis, will step up to the plate. 2, 3, and 4 batters with Kozowski and Deutsch. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Jackson Omdahl, 3 innings of work, 1 hit, 6 strikeouts, no walks against. This one going to be hit on the ground. That'll be a little 2-hopper over to Berg at third base. Good stretch by Schatz. 6-3 on the putout, and there's 1 down. Eli Beneda in left field. Carlson in center. Luke Beneda, his cousin, stands in right. Berg again at third base. Bernhoft at short. Brown at second. Shots at first with Gravelin behind the plate. And Jackson Omdahl. And right now, Carver Kozowski kind of going mano-a-mano right now on the mound. Here's the pitch. This will be another ground ball up the third baseline foul. It's 0-1. I like Thompson Field, Greg. They got some picnic tables all the way wrapped around. Bring your umbrella. Got a couple little bleachers, and obviously the new bleachers where the home plate cam is under some shade on a day like today would be nice.
That's really nice. Nice big grandstand here. Just put in a year or 2 ago. And yeah, Townsend Field looking really nice.
The 0-1 is swing and a miss. And here's where it's been time and time again. There's just been one count that's been a 3-ball count and another that has been a 2-ball count. Otherwise, it's been 0-2 and 1-2 all day long. Here for Omdahl as the counts get a little bit deeper. As we'll see 1 ball, 1 and 2 strikes to Carver Kozowski, who's 0 for 1 today. As Omdahl rocks and delivers. Just out of the zone, it's now 2-2. If you lose, your chance to make the state championship is still alive. Just your back is to the wall for the remainder of the tournament.
Long road trip, long road back to the championship. Yep.
As there's another strikeout for Omdahl. That'll be his 7th. Second time he's got Kozowski 2 down here in the bottom of the 4th inning with Jackson Deutsch. And the biggest thing is, realistically, it's about how many pitchers do you have on your roster and pitchers that you feel comfortable pitching at a state tournament. But sometimes, just frankly, you run out of arms and you got to throw someone maybe out there that you don't want to throw out there, but because you've used some of your studs early on, Greg, you might have someone later in the tournament, if you do come back in the loser's bracket, that might not have pitched too much throughout the course of this season, as it's now 1-1 here to Deutsch.
Yeah, pitch counts have really changed the game here. I remember when I played long ago, there was no such thing.
Well, now in major leagues, like if you have someone get to 90, you better rest them.
Oh, yeah.
Nowadays it feels like. Here's the 1-2 offering to Deutsch. In the turf, this one ricochets off of Deutsch, takes an extra hop. The catcher, not in time. It went off of Gravelin, off of Deutsch, and then it took even an extra couple of 5-10 feet to where Gravelin almost made a perfect play to Shots. But the umpires are going to talk about it. The question is, was Deutsch in the batter's box or not? He did not, from our vantage point, look like he did it intentional. It was just his follow through, and then he got running. He didn't see where the baseball was, and the baseball came up and hit his shin and kind of took a big league hop, if you will, almost towards the pitcher, Omdahl.
See what they come up with here, but yeah.
Well, for Haugen, Green, Ike, and Theelgis, this has been the most difficult thing we've seen in a game and a half here today in Lemoore in terms of what they're going to call it. And they're going to say that he's out. So he was out of the coach. He's out of the batter's box there when it hit him. And it was a live ball on the strikeout. And because he hit it, you can't Alex Rodriguez your way, so to speak, take a ball off a glove, even though Deutsch did not do anything of that nature, just how that call is. So another strikeout on the way for Amdahl. He's got 8. It's another 3 up, 3 down inning. We played 4 today here in Lemoore. It's still 1-0 in favor of Park River.
Telephone company delivers fast broadband internet, telephone, and cable TV to residents in this region, including Halstead, Shelley, Neilsville, Climax, Fisher, Bigland, Gentilly in Minnesota, and Hillsborough, Caledonia, Gardner, and Argosville, North Dakota. Serving the area residents since 1904, Halstead Telephone continues to create a bright future for this region using 100% fiber optic technology. Service plans offer flexibility and choices, and there's local support personnel ready to help. Contact Halstead Telephone Company today.
High school baseball will be, what do you see here, 9-10 months away? but we got Legion baseball coming up here in next week in Casselton, also Park River for the State A and the State B tournaments. Make sure you check out yourliveevent.com for the complete bracket update and schedule of games. Chase Miller, Greg Grenz with you today, broadcasting from the Ground North Boutique and Coffee broadcast booth. For more information on Ground North, go to groundnorthboutique.com for high quality, affordable fashion, coffee, teas, and brews. As this one's a high fly ball deep to left. It'll get by Hagnes. Here goes Gravelin. He'll turn around first and slide in this time to second base. It's a leadoff double for Gravelin. He had 8 batters in a row that were retired, and Gravelin gets a base hit, the 4th of the contest in the first since the first inning for Park River, and that's been the hardest hit ball of the day here, Greg.
Yeah, it was a nice job there. The left fielder just kind of sailed over his head. Gravelin did a nice job getting to second.
First extra base hit of the game for either club. Now what do you do with the runner in scoring position? No out. Well, you swing for Evan Skibitsky. 0 for 1 with a strikeout. First baseman at Stalls playing about 10 feet in off the bag at first. If there is a bunt, try to maybe get the lead runner, Gravelin, out at third. See what the play's put on here. The 0-1 in there for a strike. Now 0-2 as Evan falls behind. And the count, 6, 7, and 8 batters again here for Park River. The 0-2 grounded up the third baseline, and we'll keep it at no balls and 2 strikes. Talking with some coaches prior to this week, but also some here today, they both kind of circled this game as this one could be very interesting. As I think a lot of folks, if you just say 1 through 8 on a power poll, Greg, I think a lot would have Casselton, Park River first or second, probably in most of them. Obviously, Thompson, Lemoore, and some teams are capable in their own rights, but I think a lot of people had these 2 particular districts and teams as you're going to have to bring your A game when you come against these guys.
Yeah, they got a lot of athletes on here.
Kozowski against Skibitsky. Runner at second is Gravelin. 0-2 hit in the air, high down the left field line, but with the wind, that's going to play a hook. If there is no wind, Hagnes maybe would have had a chance with that.
Chance on that, yeah.
But with the wind, Greg, kind of like a golfer when you hit inside the golf ball when you want to play your slice finally and it goes the other way. That's exactly what happened with Skibitsky.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the 0-2 offering. That'll miss out of the zone. That'll go all the way to the backstop. Runner's going to scamper to third, and the throw will go into left. So runners at first and second now after Gravelin gets in. As now you'll have a runner's 91 runner 90 feet away and a potentially monstrous insurance run coming here for Park River as the infield comes in. The pitch. Strike 3 looking. Kozowski gets the punch out, a large one at that, and there's one down here in the 5th.
That's a big out there, getting that number 7 batter, Skibitsky, and Carver Kozowski, got a runner at third, so a little could add some more runs here for Park River, but getting that strikeout is a big one.
Strikeout number 6 for Kozowski. Now Beneda, off-speed pitch. That'll miss. It's 1-0. Luke with a strikeout his last time up. As right now, Park River looking to put something in play with Beneda here. The 1-0. Foul tipped. Foul ball brought to you in part by Lamore Hardware. Go to lamorehardware.com. That's lamorehardware.com. 1 ball, no strikes. Excuse me, 1 ball and 1 strike on the way. I'll miss up at the letters. It's now 2-1. Here in Lemoore, North Dakota, your home of the State Babe Ruth Tournament last year in Carrington. 2-1 pitch. Foul again. It's now 2-2. Have yet to see a pitching or a mound visit here. 61 pitches on the way for Kozowski. Have 47 for Omdahl. Here's the 2-2. Hit on the ground. This one will go to the shortstop. Zemer will come home to try to get the runner with the tag. Yes, sir. Tholkus is out. That's the second base runner for Park River thrown out at home plate, and there's 2 down.
That was a nice job there. Graveline tried to take it, but nice tag by Tholkus at home too.
And Graveline retired at home plate. Zemer to Tholkus with the tag. A little bit up the ladder, but had enough time to come and apply the tag. Now it goes to Carlson, the number 9 batter at the plate. As this one will miss, it's now 1-0. Carlson 0 for 1 today with a strikeout. For Casselton, you'll see your 5, 6, and 7 batters due up in the bottom half of the frame. As Stahl holding on the runner at first. There's a swing. It's now 1-1. Boer stands at second. Zemer at short with Crochet at third. We mentioned Tholkus behind the plate. Hagnes in left, Deutsch in center, Wixo in right field. Working from the stretch is Kozowski. Good take there by Carlson up out of the zone. It's 2-1. Temperature in the mid-80s here today in Lemoore. Nice little wind gust from the south. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Hit on the ground. That one will go foul. It goes back to the top of the lineup with Owen Brown. So you know for Carver Kozowski, love to get this out here, Greg, and kind of get a fresh start and see what your team can do in the bottom half of the 5th. Runner's going to break. Off-speed pitch as this one is going to be hit foul. That foul brought to you in part by Lamore Hardware. Fortunately, kind of went to no man's land. We've seen one almost to the house up the third baseline. Foul ball, again, brought to you in part by Lamore Hardware. See if the runner breaks this time again on the 2-2 or if he stays closer to home at first base. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Kozowski gets the 7th strikeout to retire the side. So a leadoff double goes awry. No runs, a hit, no errors, and a runner left. We have played 4.5 today on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Park River leads by 1.
This is Chris from Agassiz Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. How did your planting season go this year? Are you looking to make improvements for next year instead of breaking the bank on a whole new planter? Get the best price of the year on upgrades for your planter from Agassiz Precision Ag this summer. Get $50 back per roll per product for some of our best-selling solutions. Make the precision decision for your planter this summer. Give us a call at 701-636-2119 or visit planterdoc.com for more information.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
Well, these 2 pitchers are pitching so well that we haven't had to really worry about a Lamore Drugstore pitching change or even a mound visit so far. Lamore Drugstore, from prescription requests to OTC medication, you can find it all at Lamore Drugstore. For more information, stop in at Lamore Drugstore, located in the Bank North Mall, just a couple of blocks away from Townsend Field, or go to lamoredrugstore.com. That again is lamoredrugstore.com. Our mound visits and pitching change brought to you in part by Lamore Drugstore, but we haven't had to worry about that yet here today as the wind just continues to howl from the south. Picks up a little bit here as Stahl comes up to the plate. This would be like a Chicago Wrigleyville game, and it's April, it's howling winds, it's taking a strike. Two good pitchers on the mound. Just got to get something out of the outfield. The 0-1, and therefore strike, it's 0-2.
Yeah, the big U.S. flag there beyond the center field wall, blowing pretty good.
All balls, 2 strikes. Pitch number 50 upcoming for Amdahl, while Kozowski has thrown 68 in his own right. 0-2 fouled off. Good job by Stahl. But a common theme this afternoon, Greg, is Amdahl's gotten in front of batters and he's finished them off.
Yeah, he's doing a nice job on the mound here for the Park River.
0-2, good job just to hit that one enough there by Stahl. A little behind, almost kind of filleted the bat out there, but able to see another pitch here against Amdahl. Pitch number 5 of the at-bat. Make it pitch number 6 upcoming, and Lamore Hardware, where if you need to find a nail, go to LamoreHardware.com, as right now, Stahl's trying to deliver the hammer right now, or Amdahl. So right now we've had 3 fouls in a row. Off speed, check swing. Did he go? No, he didn't. I'm not sure how Stahl did not go around on that one. The old chess game, right? You throw the elevated fastball. Here comes Uncle Charlie low in the zone. Did not go fishing. Here's the 1-2. Another off-speed pitch, this time swing and miss. Amdahl with his 3rd consecutive strikeout here against the Casselton batter, and there's 1 down.
Yeah, it's a nice pitch by Amdahl. He's delivering on all cylinders right now.
9 strikeouts so far here for Amdahl of his 13 outs on the mound. Now it's to Crochet with a line drive out to Brown at second. His last time up, Crochet hits a high hopper to the third baseman. That goes foul. It's now 0-1. As with the pitch count here at 55 and 0-1. As we'll have a first, speaking into existence, mound visit brought to you in part by Lamore Drugstore. Coach Magnuson just probably maybe didn't see something he liked or wanted to make sure that Amdahl's feeling all right. If maybe he came off a little bit gimp or limp there, Greg, but I didn't see anything that was too much cause to concern. But obviously, Coach Magnuson wanted to make sure everything's okay.
Sure, just double check, make sure how he's doing out there. So,
and that's Lamore Drugstore providing our mound visits. No balls and a strike. Here to Crochet. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Hit right back up the middle. Backhanded there by the second baseman, Brown. Oh, he gets a nice little web gem play there by Brown. That was textbook, Greg, as he went down to a knee, backhanded it. Even if he doesn't collect it in the glove, he's going to bat it down in some capacity and throws a rope over to shots at first.
That was a really nice play by Brown. Nice backhand and nice arm over to first to get him out.
Cole Boer coming up to the plate, 0-for-1 with a strikeout, swinging his first time up in the lineup as Amdahl rocks and throws, as this is going to be 0-1. So for Cole right now, trying to see if he can get a little 2-out magic going. Good job by Boer to not go through on the high speed out of the zone fastball. 1 ball and 1 strike. Is 1 run enough for Park River? That's the question right now, as this one is swung into the glove of Gravelin behind the plate. Now 1-2. Pitch number 60 here for Jackson Amdahl.
Yeah, another shutout. Gwinner shut out Burlington earlier today.
Might that be a theme?
Yeah.
Score first. Play with the lead. Play out in front. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Amdahl with his 10th strikeout of the afternoon and another 3-up, 3-down inning. He has retired 15 straight batters since Parker Wixo got a leadoff single in the bottom of the first inning. We played 5 today on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Park River leads by 1.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
Say goodbye to discomfort and say hello to reaching your full potential. At Apex Physical Therapy and Wellness, our diverse team of experts has your back in any phase of life. From the warm, friendly greeting to connecting with your therapist, Apex Physical Therapy and Wellness is the backbone of your health. High-quality care with a personal touch. Apex Physical Therapy and Wellness.
I'd like to thank all of our sponsors for providing our coverage here of the State Babe Ruth Tournament. Make sure you patronize them. Without them, we would not be providing our state tournament coverage. As Kozowski is on for a sixth inning of work, top of the lineup, Brown, Bernhoft, and Omdahl here. Owen Brown is one of two today with a single and a run scored. It's now no balls and 2 strikes here as Kozowski continues to work here in the sixth.
Yeah, it's good to see sponsors. They're always more than willing around the region here. So we really want to thank them.
0-2 popped up. This one will be out of play. Foul ball brought to you in part by Lamore Hardware. Go to Lamore Hardware website at lamorehardware.com. And another foul ball. Also like to thank S&T Quick Stop. We've seen 1 stolen base so far here. Haven't said their name too terribly much. Also, First Care Health Center in Park River providing the first hit of the game, which was by Mr. Owen Brown. As he is battling, had a good battle in the first against Carver Kozowski. Worked the count full, got a single. 1 pitch was retired on the ground out to Crochet back in the third in a game that started back at 129. Just out of the zone, it's now 1-2. Starting to get late in this one. 6th inning. Swing and a miss. You take out the first inning, Kozowski has nearly been mano-a-mano for Omdahl, Greg, if you take out that first where there's 3 singles and a run across. But this has been as advertised, 2 really quality, high-caliber pitchers going toe-to-toe.
Yeah, it's impressive to see. They're both really doing a nice job on the mound.
Gunnar Bernhoft 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Kozowski has struck out 3 of the last 4 batters he's seen and trying to make it 4 out of 5 as he delivers another strike. It's 0-2. Pitch count up to 77 here for Kozowski. 135 in the tournament. 95 in one day, and that one just underneath the knee. It's now 1-2. Both kind of reminded me of Mark Burley. They don't take too much time on the mound. They get the ball, get their respective sign, and they're wheeling and dealing. 1-2 as Kozowski took a step towards first and thought it was strike 3. Instead, it's now going to be 2 balls and 2 strikes as Coach Kavervig and Casselton would have loved that strike call. Instead, the 2-2 pitch. That'll miss. Green Knight calling balls and strikes. Haugen at the first base line. Brady Thielges at third. Chris Moe, Nodak Insurance Company, full count pitch. That's going to be a battle won by Bernhoft. That'll be the first walk of the game for Kozowski, but some large pitches that were thrown there, especially, Greg, when you only get 95 in a day. He's at 81 now for Kozowski.
So that's kind of a difference there. So, yeah, just 14 left here in the top of the 6th.
Jackson Omdahl hit the ball hard so far. Pick plate as getting back in safely. There is Bernhoft. Make sure you stay tuned once we get there to our post-game show. Take a look at our final numbers in this one. We'll hear from a victorious member or 2 from the winning team. Get to our player of the game. That and more still to come. And then get you ready for game number 3, scheduled at 4 o'clock with Botno and Central McLean. Here's the 1-0. Hit right on a rope. That goes right back up the middle to the center fielder, Deutsch. Bernhoft gets to second. Omdahl collects his second hit of the game. He's done a little bit of everything. 2 for 3 now at the plate. Runners at first and second.
That was a nice rip right past second base there. Gets on and advances the runner.
Keegan Berg, 1 of 2 today, also with a single back in the first inning. He has the lone run driven in as it stands currently on that Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Kozowski looks back the runner at second. This one will be blocked. The runner's going to scamper to third by Bernhoft. This one is airmailed into left field. Hagness will back it up. But immediately, once it went into the turf, the lead runner in Bernhoff was beelining it to third base. Amdahl will make his way into second. Two runners get an extra 90 feet. Brought to you in part by S&T Quick Stop in Thompson. And then they're just going to say, you know what? With where it is in the situation, let's just have our first intentional walk of the state tournament. So Bernhoff stands at third, Amdahl at second, Berg now at first. Base is full, nowhere to put shots. Into a double play and a ground out so far here. Today is 0 for 2. He's put the ball in play. This one takes a strike. It's 0-1. Top of the lineup threatening yet again here, Greg, for Park River.
Shots.
0-1. Hit on the ground. This one goes to the second baseman. They get one. Barehanded. Oh, with the stretch in time for a twin killing. Forward to Zemer with the bare hand to stall in the stretch. That was big league in Lemoore. And another twin killing brought to you in part by Bank North. It's a 4-6-3 double play. Schatz is retired on the twin killing. There were no runs, a hit, no errors, and one runner left on base. The second double play, but can anybody figure out Amdahl on the mound here for Casselton? We'll find out when we return to the bottom half of the sixth inning.
Benedictine Living Community in Lemoore has job openings for the following positions: CNAs, LPNs, Weekend Warrior RN, and a Culinary Services Supervisor. All positions receive a sign-on bonus. To apply or receive more information, scan the QR code now on screen or call 701-883-5363. That's 701-883-5363 for job opportunities at Benedictine Living Community in Lemoore. At Casselton Lumber, they want to be part of every stage of your building project from the ground up. Let them assist with planning your project timeline in a way that's affordable and efficient. Casselton Lumber has everything you need to get the look you love with windows, siding, roofing, and doors. From choosing the right materials to the finishing touches, you can count on the folks at Casselton Lumber. Stop in and talk with the crew today or call 347-4471. That's 347-4471.
Well, another Bank North double play, 1-love in favor of Park River. We've seen some really good defensive plays by both teams, quite frankly, Greg, here so far in this one.
Yeah. And, like we were saying during break there, Casselton, some great defensive plays, and, unfortunately they're down right now, but, there's still a couple innings left, so we'll see what they can do here.
Would you call Amdahl a puzzle or a riddle? Because either way, Casselton's got to figure it out, right?
Right.
I mean, it's been 15 consecutive straight batters that he's retired, Greg.
Yep. Yeah. Let's see how they do here in the bottom of the sixth. Got to get something going.
Hangnes, Zemer, and then Parker Wick. So you could call them table setters here, 8, 9, and 1, with Hangnes coming up, trying to get on base. As he will take a strike, it's now 0-1. Hangnes, Zemer, who probably had one of the better at-bats against Amdahl, working the count full, taking some pitches up next. Then Parker Wixo has got the only base hit. As this one just out of the zone, it's now 1 ball and 1 strike. As we see the 1-1 pitch on the way. Went through. Now it's 1-2. Also the pitch count, 63 pitches for Amdahl. Going to get 95 in a game, so he's still got 30 plus to work with here to try to get 6 outs.
Very efficient pitching.
That'll miss. You kind of need another Andrew Zemer at bat if you're Casselton, right? Get 7, 8, 9 maybe pitches. Pitch number 5 coming here to Hagnes of this at bat. Amdahl with the 2-2 gets another strikeout. That's his 11th and his second straight in the contest.
Amdahl.
11 retired, no walks, 1 hit for Amdahl so far through 5 1/3. I say pitching at any level can take you places, as this one's going to be hit up the third baseline foul, and Harry Newstill had a really good performance for Gwinner earlier today, but I tell you what, both Kozowski and Amdahl are just going even a notch above that, Craig.
Yeah, that's been really good here so far.
As Zemer falls behind, 0-1, take strike number 2. If you're finding the zone, might get the benefit of 1 or 2 extra calls, but if you're a pitcher and you're hitting the zone, you're going to get the benefit if you're not too far away consistently. The 0-2. That'll miss. Well, 1-2. A lot of zeros on that scoreboard here today. Just 1 run in the first. Otherwise, it's been goose eggs across for every team. And the team that's leaning has had the best chance to score, quite frankly, on their chances, as this one is going to be a fair ball. As this one goes underneath the glove then of shots, so it's a strikeout, then an error. So add another strikeout, but then on that one, just interesting, as Zemer swung, and then Gravlin was able to block it. It was never a foul tip, or excuse me, it was swung on. It was never a foul ball. It was in play, and Gravlin immediately went to go out to go grab it there, Greg, and that'll be eventually an error on the play here for Park River. That'll be their first.
So Casselton, doesn't matter how the runners get on. That's what they're thinking. They just need runners right now.
This is going to be hit in the air, a little soft fly ball. This could be dangerous down the right field line. That'll go foul by about 5 feet. It's 0-1. So Zemer did get enough of that one to put the ball in play for the swing. And then eventually you get the error there by Gravlin that went underneath the glove of shots. But like you said, Greg, you get at least you get the tying run on board. That's just the first base runner since Parker Wixo in the bottom of the first inning after he had a single stolen base, was stranded at second. As Amdahl works from the stretch for the first time since the first inning. Delivers a strike. It's now 0-2. He's faced 2 over the minimum so far here for Amdahl. That's how dominant he's been on the mound. But can Wixo put one in play here? Get this thing turned around for Casselton. Amdahl checks the runner. 0-2 is laced into right. Wixo did a really good job, Greg, on just waiting for that ball in the zone, firing it to right. This is the best chance that Casselton has had here in this game. Runners at first and second with 1 down.
Nice job by Wixo to make contact there and get a single to right field and get 2 on. Now all of a sudden, go ahead runs at first, 1 out.
So Zemer stands at second. Parker Wixo stands at first. He's got both hits today here for Casselton. Now it's to Jonah Tholkus. Oh, things are getting intriguing. Edge of your seat here on day number 1. Tholkus takes a strike. It's 0-1. Tholkus with a strikeout in the first, a ground out in the fourth. 0 for 2 today. 73 pitches here for Amdahl. Kozowski has 86 for Casselton. Amdahl rocks and fires. Out of the zone, it's now 1-1. That's one of those situations. How many opportunities have you got against Amdahl today? Well, this is your second. You haven't got much, so you better take advantage of it. Off-speed pitch. It missed by much. Now 2-1.
Casselton, number 2 batter at the plate, so this is where you want to be. You want to be in this lineup right now.
Here's the 2-1 offering. Hit right back to the second baseman underneath his glove. Rounding third is going to be Zemer. They get to it in right center field there with Benita, and it's an RBI single on the way for Jonah Tholkus. Runners at the corners. We got a new game tied at 1.
Nice job by Tholkus there to make contact and get that run across, and that's what Casselton needed. That gets everybody, Casselton fans, fired up here, and they have tied this here in the bottom of the 6th.
The air comes back and haunts Park River. First tie of the ball game. Back-to-back singles for the first time. Back-to-back hits for Casselton. Now it's to Carver Kozowski. And all of a sudden, you got the go-ahead run 90 feet away. Kozowski takes a strike. It's 0-1. Parker Wixo at third. Tholkus stands at first. Then they're going to throw it over Amdahl. And coming in to score is going to be Wixo. So Wixo comes in to score, and you got to find ways to generate runs against a good pitcher, and they do so there.
That's what they did. Yep. Nice job. And that's going to get a visit to the mound here now.
77 pitches on the way. I think that's just one where you're just going to, Coach Magnuson, have everybody come out together and just make sure you allow everybody to collect their breath. Still a lot of baseball to be had here if you're Park River. All of a sudden, yes, you're down by 1, Greg, but realistically, at the end of the day, with how this team has been having chances to put the ball in play. They're very much a chance, but all of a sudden the late runner from first base went to go throw at second because no one was there with Brown. And because of that late, delayed steal by Focus, I had that little play put on, and he stands at second base now in scoring position.
Wow, things have changed here in the 6th.
Yes, they have. All of a sudden, Casselton, can you get up by 2? Can you get greedy here? Amdahl with the pitch. And therefore, strike. Mount Visit brought to you in part by Lemoore Drugstore. Well, we just haven't seen Casselton with runners on, so they haven't had a chance to put any plays like we saw on that one, Greg, with that kind of delayed steal from the back run. Focus stands at second. Here's the 0-2. Hit foul, and we'll keep it all over again. No balls and 2 strikes. Well, if Park River ends up losing this game by a run, they were caught at home twice.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
There's
right.
3 outs on the base pass. They made an inning worth of outs running, so give Casselton credit if they do indeed come back and finish off this game. But Park River with the 0-2 sees this one hit on the ground. The third baseman, Berg, looks back to runner. Runner's in a break now for third base. Nope. They whip throw to second. He is in there safely. So Carver Kozowski, 5-3, is retired. 2 down. For Park River, it'll be their 6, 7, and 8 batters due up. Now, Gravelin hit a frozen rope to left his last time up for a double. As Casselton will have a runner coming in, Sam Fletchock. So Fletchock will come in and run now at second base.
Park River here, you just want to get out of this inning and get to bat at the top of the 7th.
6th batter of the inning. As this is now 0-1. One time Amdahl retired 16 consecutive batters before an error got Zemer on board. Swing and a miss. Now 0-2. A single by Wixo, a single by Focus, and all of a sudden it's a new game and a new score on that Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. But Amdahl, one good pitch away from getting the bats up here in the 7th for Park River. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. And Amdahl gets strikeout number 12, but not before 2 runs come across on 2 hits, an error, and a runner left on base. New score on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. It's Park River and Casselton, with Casselton up by 1 as we head to the 7th.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions for 2025 and beyond with a drain tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free, detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Well, who knows? We might get extra innings between these 2 teams. Park River, you get yourself a chance if you get extras, but obviously they need to score 1 run. If they score more than that, they'll have a lead going to the bottom of the 7th. Casselton does not want to come up to the plate anymore. I mean, you don't want to see Amdahl anyway, but now you have a chance to not see him, put him away, get into the winner's bracket, and have a date with Gwinner, whoever wins this game tomorrow at 4. And therefore a strike. Focus at pitch number 87 here today.
It's getting close to that 95.
If you're Park River, you can take some pitches.
He's coming right at him. 2 strikes now already.
But Kozowski knows what you just said, Greg. I don't got many to work with, so I got to get ahead in the count. Potentially the final 3 outs of the game for Park River. Kozowski with the 0-2. Off speed, that'll miss. Now 1 ball and 2 strikes. 6 innings of work so far for Kozowski. 5 hits. Is this one is going to be hit? 1 hopper that'll go to Stahl. Stahl did a good job down the line. 3 unassisted for the putout.
Nice job by Stahl there over first.
So far, 5 hits against, a walk, an intentional walk, and 8 strikeouts here for Carver Kozowski. 1 down, and Park River's down to their final 2 outs. Park River loses this game. You could say from a Park River perspective, Skibitsky, swing and a miss, it's 0-1, might feel a little snake bitten after leading for the vast majority and the entirety of this game until the last half inning. Here's the 0-1. Hit on the ground. This one will be a foul ball. It's going to be 0-2, now up to 92 pitches. So here's the skinny. If 3 more pitches are thrown by Skibitsky, it's over. If it's 2 or just 1, then Carver Kozowski could go for the complete game. 0-2 fouled off. So if Skibitsky gets at least 1 more foul, then we'll have to have a new pitcher finishing off this game as 94th pitch upcoming here for Carver. Just misses.
Missing.
So this will be his last batter of the game. Then Casselton will have to bring someone on to get the potential final out or 2. Hit in the air down the left field line. That'll go foul on 1-2. This has felt like, Greg, and you're predetermined on your districts when you get to state, but this has felt like a state championship game. As well, but time called at the plate by Skibitsky.
Yeah, no doubt. 1-0 now, 2-1. So it's been a great game.
Strike 3 looking. 9th strikeout for Carver. Coach Covervig, Max will come out as he'll have 96 pitches. So Carver Kozowski will have 39 pitches to work with going forward, but he'll have to rest the next 2 days. As Kozowski will make this mound change. Brought to you in part by Lemoore Drugstore, as Kozowski will go to third, and it looks like the third baseman, Cruchet, will be coming on the mound. We'll let you know about it officially next here from Lemoore.
Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Choosing the right bank for your financial needs can be challenging with the many choices available. Dakota Heritage Bank is pleased you're interested in knowing more about what they can do for you. The Dakota Heritage Bank community bank setting is a strong advantage they have over larger, less personal banks. Customers are more than account numbers, they are friends and neighbors. Working together, Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Pitching change brought to you in part by Lemoore Drugstore, and it is a straight switch from prescription request to OTC medication. You can find it all at Lemoore Drugstore, located in the Bank North Mall. If you're coming down here to Lemoore, there's a number of options to check out at the Bank North Mall, including Lemoore Drugstore. With school just around the corner, let them check off your supply list at Lemoore Drugstore. But here in this one, we will get to a straight switch here. So Carver Kozowski, 6 2/3 innings of work, 5 hits against, 1 walk, an intentional free pass, and then 9 strikeouts here today as we go to the final out. Cruchet will come on and switch places with Kozowski. As Kozowski will now be at third. Cruchet on the mound looking for that final out, going up against Luke Beneda. As this will miss for a ball, it's now 1-0.
Spot here for Cruchet.
Delivers a strike. Now 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. That'll miss low. It's now 2-1. For Kellen here. Everybody on the roster for Casselton, 15 years old here this season. Pitch. That'll miss. Now 3-1. For Park River, it's all about finding a way to get a tying run aboard. Instead, Cruchet delivers a monster strike. It's now 3-2.
Park River down to our last strike here now.
Full count brought to you in part by Chris Moe and Nodak Insurance Agency. The payoff pitch from Cruchet. Fouled back. Pitch number 7 upcoming. In a game, it's getting closer to an hour and a half. Get to our interviews brought to you in part by Dakota Heritage Bank upcoming here in our post game. 3-2 is fouled again. I'll get to our player of the game, play of the contest, that and more still to come. What has been a good old-fashioned pitcher's duel. 3-2 and a third straight foul ball here, brought to you in part by Lemoore Drugstore.
Beneda fighting some off here, trying to stay alive, trying to get on base here.
Right fielder Luke Beneda hits another foul tip. Well, they say the hardest out in baseball and softball is the last one.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the one thing he's doing, Cruchet is already up to the 10th pitch of the at-bat. Cruchet is firing, and Beneda is fouling him off. 3-2 again. Strike three looking, and Casselton moves on to the winner's bracket.
Wow,
as we make our way here on the post-game show. As we make our way here in a game that finishes at 2:51, an hour and 22 minutes here today in this one. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on. Cruchet will finish with 10 complete strikeouts for Casselton as a team. One there for Cruchet. Casselton wins it 2-1 as we head to our post-game show coming up. We'll hear from a couple of victorious players. That and more is still to come here on your liveevent.com.
Ground North is a coffee shop and boutique located in the Bank North Mall in Lemoore, North Dakota. You can find a complete outfit at Ground North from sizes to small up to 3XL, ranging from sweaters, a variety of tops, bottoms, activewear, loungewear, and more. Ground North is open weekdays from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. For more information or to check out the latest styles, go online to groundnorthboutique.com. That's groundnorthboutique.com.
As we come back on our post-game show, we'll get to hear from some of the victorious players in a moment. But first, let's get to our play of the game, brought to you in part by Agassi Precision Egg. Go to Agassi Precision Egg. You can check out their website at planterdoc.com. That, again, is planterdoc.com. Your play of the game, the Jonah Thulkis game-winning RBI single in the sixth, which eventually played at Parker Wixo to make it a 2-1 contest. That play of the game, again, with Jonah Thulkis, brought to you in part by Feature Precision Egg, is our play of the game here to make it a 2-1 contest here in this one. We'll take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll hear from the victorious team coming up around the corner. That is next.
The friendly staff at Lemoore Drugstore reminds you from prescription requests and OTC medication. You can find it all at Lemoore Drugstore. Download the app and make refilling your prescription requests more convenient. With school just around the corner, let Lemoore Drugstore help you check off your supply list. And don't forget to shop the monthly sale flyer for OTC products, located in the center of Lemoore in the Bank North Mall. For more information, go to LemooreDrugstore.com. That's LemooreDrugstore.com. Good luck to all teams, and go Lemoore Babe Ruth.
As we come back here on our post-game show, we just heard, again, our play of the game brought to you in part by Jonah Thulkis with that go-ahead RBI single. But let's get to some of our post-game interviews. And first things up, we go to the winning pitcher here today for the Central Cass Squirrels. Again, that is Carver Kozowski, 6 2/3 innings of work, 5 hits, 2 walks, 9 strikeouts, picks up the win. Carver, just what does it mean for this team to earn a dogfight, come from behind victory to open up the state Babe Ruth tournament?
We really earned that. We came really far from the start of the season, and we just been battling.
What does it say about this team? You're constantly behind you with a double play there to finish off the first inning. You get another one there in the sixth, the bare hand by your shortstop Seamer to get the twin killing. What'd you see from your guys behind you to make some plays throughout the course of this game?
I mean, we have one of the best, if not the best, defense in the state. So I have all the confidence with them behind me.
Carver, what was it like seeing your teammates come up to the plate when Seamer was able to get aboard? You get Parker to get that single, Jonah to get another single. What was kind of going through your mind at that particular juncture, seeing your team tie and take the lead?
I was really excited. I couldn't get much done at the plate today, but my teammates really came through.
What's the one thing you hope that this team carries over to Gwinner coming up here in about 24 hours from now?
Just the resilience, being able to fight, and even if we're down, we can come back at any time.
Hey, Carver, congratulations on the win. We'll see you tomorrow in the winner's bracket.
Thank you.
Carver Kozowski joined us here on our post-game show. Those interviews brought to you in part by Dakota Heritage Bank, sharing their heritage and their future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. Go to dhb.bank. That, again, is dhb.bank. As we go from there to our player of the game, and, well, it's going to be kind of a 1-2 combination with the particulars on this one. player of the game, brought to you in part by Egg Country. Go online to find an agent at Egg Country again to find a service member and location near you. Jackson Omdell, 6 innings of work, 3 hits, no walks, 12 strikeouts. Well, a nice combination there with Carver Kozowski as well, 6 2/3 innings of work, 5 hits, 2 walks, 9 strikeouts. Today combined in the pitching staffs, 22 strikeouts here in this one. Those two are players of the game, both with Omdal and Kozowski here in this one. For more information, go to Egg Country Farm Credit Services, focused on egg, focused on you. We go from there to another player here for Casselton that's joined us. This interview brought to you in part by Dakota Heritage Bank. Join us now. Here is the starting outfielder with Parker Wixo. Parker got a couple of hits here today. Parker, just what does it mean for this particular club to gut out a performance here in this one and come away with the victory and make your way to the winner's bracket of the state tournament, Parker?
It's huge. We need to come out, play our game, and we did that.
What'd you see from your pitcher and Carver Kozowski on the mound, keeping you guys right there, stretch versus stretch each inning with Omdal wheeling on the other side?
Yeah, he's really good. I'd say one of the best pitchers in the state, and he's on my team, which I'm glad.
Take us through this particular game. You get a single and a stolen base in the first. At one point, Omdal retires 16 consecutive batters before the error that allowed Zemer to get on first base. When Andrew's at first, what's going through your mind finally, having a chance with a runner on to hit here, Parker, for your club?
I was just thinking, need to come out, get a hit, and it happened.
And then take us just through that little play there with you at third base with Jonah at first. Just take us through that delayed steal, if you will, and what are you kind of reading? Obviously, the catcher maybe made it a little easier for you, but what are you reading as the runner at third base?
I was just waiting for him to throw the ball, and then I saw it come out a little high, so then I went.
Hey, last thing that I got for you here, Parker, just moving forward, what's the biggest thing you hope to carry over from a game like this to Gwinner coming up tomorrow and just the rest of this tournament?
We just got to play our game, play Blackstockings baseball, and go win.
Hey, Parker, congratulations. We'll see you tomorrow afternoon.
Thank you. Go Blackstockings.
That again, Parker Wixo joining us here on YourLiveEvent.com. Those interviews brought to you in part by Dakota Heritage Bank. We'll take a quick break, and we come back after this. We'll get to more of our postgame show coming up around the corner.
At Polar Communications, we're more than just a local business. We're part of the community we serve. We deliver essential communication services, create jobs, provide scholarships and grants, and support initiatives that make our home a better place to live. Our success isn't just about amazing technology. It's about incredible people. Our roots are here in the heartland, and our commitment is unwavering because we believe that a better experience starts with the community we love.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
As we continue on our post-game show, let's get to some more particulars here. We went through our players of the game, our play of the game. Now let's get to our connection of the game, brought to you in part by Holstead Telephone Company. Go to holsteadtel.com. Discover local reliability you can trust with Holstead Telephone. It's how to connect. Well, the connection of the game was simply the defense thrown behind Carver Kozowski. Back in the first inning, Park River was able to get 3 singles in the first 4 batters of the game. Then all of a sudden you saw the double play into left field where Higness went to Crochet, who threw it to Focus to get the runner out at home on a chance on a sacrifice fly in which the runner in Omdal was retired at home. You saw a line drive outplay in the 4th inning, a 4-6-3 double play, Boer-Zemer to Stahl to finish the 6th and give some momentum to Casselton in the bottom half of the 6th inning. You get to this point of the season, you need some good plays behind you. Casselton provided that for our connection to the game, flashing the leather here in this one, brought to you in part by Halstead Telephone Company. Final numbers look like this for Casselton. Parker Wixo here in this one was able to go 2 for 3 at the plate with a run scored. Jonah Tholkus went 1 of 3 with a run driven in. Carver Kozowski went 0 for 3 today. Jackson Deutsch went 0 for 3. Stahl went 0 for 2, the same for Crochet. Cole Boer went 0 for 2, the same for Hagnes. And then Andrew Zemer, 0 for 2, did reach base on an error with a run scored in the 6th inning. For Casselton, 2 runs across here in this one. On just 3 hits, they committed 1 error, and they left 2 runners on base. Carver Kozowski, 6 2/3 innings of work, 5 hits, a walk, and an intentional walk with 9 strikeouts, with Crochet coming on in a 10-pitch at bat to get a strikeout, eventually of the final out of Luke there from Park River. Well, for Park River, Owen Brown here went 1 of 3 with a single and a run scored. You have Bernhoff 0 for 2 with the walk. Jackson Omdahl goes 2 of 3 with 2 singles. Keegan Berg goes 1 of 2 with a walk and a run driven in, intentionally walked again in the 6th. Ben Schatz hit into 2 double plays here today, went 0 for 3. Colton Gravelin goes 1 of 3 with a double here in this one. Skibitsky 0 for 3. Luke Beneda goes 0 for 3 here today, and Wyatt Carlson goes 0 for 2 here in this one. For Park River, they would have 1 run on 5 hits. They committed 1 error, and they left 3 runners left on base. Jackson Omdahl, 6 innings of work, 3 hits, no walks, and 12 strikeouts. So the win for Casselton in comeback fashion, 2-1 over Park River. And this is how the bracket will look going forward, as you will have Burlington versus Park River tomorrow at 11 o'clock in the morning. We'll have that for you in a losers out bracket game right here on yourliveevent.com. Then Gwinner will go up against Casselton at 4 o'clock in the winners bracket. Still to come at 4 o'clock, just under an hour from now, it's Botno and Central McLean, and then we'll get to our final opening round game of the day with Thompson and Lemoore at 7 o'clock a little bit later on as well. Until then, enjoy the rest of your noon. On behalf of Greg Grenz, I'm Chase Miller. Thanks so much for tuning in to our coverage of the State Bay Brew Tournament. We've still got 2 more games to go later today here from Townsend Field and Lemoore.